Hello, magical butterfly. Happy Earth Day. Today is Earth Day, April 21st, 2023. This is going to be a channeled message from Mother Earth. Take what speaks directly to your soul, and what doesn't, release it and let it fly. First, I want to do a little mini reading to tap into the energy of what Earth Day brings us. We're going to do past energy of Earth Days past, present energy of the energy Earth Day is bringing this year, today, and what future Earth Days will bring. So tapping into the energy of Earth Day, let's start with the past energy. So what is the past energy of Earth Day? Past energy that Earth Day has brought to us in our world, in our lives. Every year we celebrate it. It's a good day to remember animals and connecting to Earth. Okay, in the past, Earth Day has brought us strength. So the strength card is Leo. Leo is tied to the lion. So usually when you see things about Earth Day, there's some type of movie, TV show, documentary on lions. I know The Lion King has been featured. There was also one year a movie that went out in the movies on Earth Day was about just animals in the wild, and I remember they focused on lions. So in the past, this Leo energy, this lion energy, was meant to show us that we must be the kings and queens of our jungle, of our home, and to protect our jungle, because that's what lions do. They protect their jungle, they protect their tribe, and they protect their kingdom. And that's what Earth Day has always brought to light for us in the past. And the Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups, shows me that there's always been a celebration. There's always been a celebration of not just lions and land animals, but sea animals as well. Whether they're animals that live in the wild, or animals that live in captivity, or domesticated pets. There's always been a celebration of animals. There's always been a reconnection to the human and animal dynamic. And this has brought in a new beginning. So in the past, Earth Day brought in the Ten of Water, which is the Ten of Cups, which is a celebration, a coming together, seeing the beauty of Earth, our planet, the planet we live in, seeing the beauty of animals, whether they're in the wild, in captivity, domesticated pets, seeing the beauty of our fellow humans, whether they're in our lives, just in passing, or we just view them on social media or the internet. So that is the past energy, that there was always something positive, something reassuring, something that remembered or reminded us of what Earth Day is. And Earth Day was, I feel, originally designed to bring awareness to our planet, to bring us back to simpler times when the people lived for the land and the people lived to take care of the planet. So now I want to look into the present energy of Earth Day and see what today, April 21st, 2023, what energy is coming through for Earth Day, or whenever you're watching this, just the Earth Day of 2023 if you're watching this at a later time. So what energy is Earth Day bringing us presently? So it's bringing us the star energy, which is a very beautiful card to pull. Star is about universal alignment. So we are being pulled to come into alignment with how Mother Earth wants us to be now. So in the past, it was just to acknowledge the day, to celebrate the day, to see it as a holiday. But now, through a lot of different things that we have gone through in the most recent years, Mother Earth is telling us through these cards that it's time to come into alignment with what she wants you to know. The Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups, shows me it's time to evolve. Evolve humankind, evolve our planet, and evolve with the times. It's time to tap into our feelings and to appreciate and love this planet, this world that we live in a more positive light. The figure on the card is wearing a cloak. Cloaks cover you. Cloaks can be used as costumes or disguises. You see them a lot in rituals. It's time to take the cloak off. It's time to bask in the sunlight. It's time to evolve past the darkness that bestows our world at this time. And by doing that, we bring in the Empress energy, which is birth, rebirth, transformation. See how she's holding the wheat, and her headpiece is like a plant flower. It's time to plant seeds. It's time to plant the seeds and to allow Mother Earth to grow into a beautiful, beautiful light and a beautiful, just imagine the earth blooming into a beautiful flower, just coming back to life, flourishing. Just imagine crystal blue waters, green grass, beautiful soft white sand. Just imagine like sidewalks and roads, freeways, highways, all being smooth, all being new. The key to bringing in positive change to the future is by becoming the magician. The magician is the manifestation card. So see how he has a cloak on, and in the Eight of Cups there was a cloak? Put that hood down. Bask in the sunlight and allow yourself to create. Let's create the world that we envision. Because each one of us as humans, we create how our world goes. It is a collective creation. That's why when we are divided, especially here in the United States, we are a divided people. No one can allow anyone else to have an opinion without destroying them on social media. And that affects our earth. That affects the energy. That affects everything. If you've ever seen the movie Ghostbusters 2, that movie is based in New York City. And because New Yorkers were so angry and so negative and so hostile, there was a sludge or a slime or however you call it that formed beneath the city. And the purpose and the whole thing of Ghostbusters 2 is when they discover it and how they defeat it. I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't seen the movie, but it's time to manifest and co-create with the universe what we want to see for the future, especially for the children. And I'm even hearing the song When the Children Cry by White Lion. I'm going to link that song below, as that song has a message that will resonate with either all of you or some of you, because it definitely speaks volumes as to what's going on currently in our world. So I want to tap into how we can manifest. And if we manifest positive change, what the future could look like. So what would the future look like if we manifested positive change, if we heal the world And that's another song that's coming through, Heal the World by Michael Jackson. I will link that song also. Okay, the first thing it would bring is the Fool. Now the Fool is a leap of faith. A fool is taking that first step forward. The 0 shows a reset. Not being afraid to change. Not being afraid to move forward. And what this also brings is the 9 of Air, which is the 9 of Swords. It brings a balance over self-sabotage and nightmares. We stop hurting ourselves, we stop hurting each other, and we stop hurting the planet. And the Ace of Fire shows me that something beautiful harvests. Because I'm just getting fall vibes from this card. So I'm just feeling harvesting of a new day, harvesting of, I'm hearing a new hour, just bringing in new. Aces are offers. So the universe would offer a beautiful new world. And I feel chakra-wise, there's 3 chakras that are coming through the bottom 3. The solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Those 3 chakras should be looked into to help bring about positive change. So I want to pull a card from this deck for each chakra. So what message does the solar plexus have? So the solar plexus has the 6 of Earth, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Grounding and stabilizing your energy. Allowing masculine and feminine energy to intertwine, to come together, and to heal. The solar plexus chakra is the middle chakra. It's located in the belly, in the stomach, and when that chakra is off or unbalanced, it affects the higher chakras and it affects the lower chakras. But when connecting with Mother Earth, the lower chakras are what needs to be balanced within the collective, within the world. So balancing the energy will help the solar plexus chakra. And with the sacral chakra, which is the chakra below that, which is right by the reproductive organs, we have transformation. So transformation is telling you something new is going to birth itself. In traditional tarot, this would be the Death card. So there has to be an ending that occurs in order for the new to happen. And that's what the sacral chakra is about. The sacral chakra is about creating. It's about bringing in positive change. And then it helps the root chakra with balancing, which is the 6 of Air, 6 of Swords, and that is getting that ship to set sail, to sail free and high, and to be able to bring in that tranquility ahead. It will help you move forward, bring in the balance, and air signs are about communication, so it will help you communicate with yourself, listening to Mother Earth through the spirit totems. Right now, birds are heavy around everyone in the collective. If you are spiritually aware, you will always have birds around you. And birds are bringing messages. And birds are messengers because they see things from above. So birds see what we're doing to the planet and they bring us messages on how we can fix those issues. But it's not going to happen overnight. And it's got to happen in a different but healthy way. So next, I want to go a little bit deeper into the future by getting guidance. So what guidance does Spirit have for you on helping us build for a better future, a happy future, a positive future, that the sole purpose is not for personal gain, it's not for personal achievement or group achievement, to not be the one who does everything. Because sometimes we have activist groups that are created based on beautiful intention, but then the wrong people get in charge and it just turns into a division. So we want to end that division energy. So how we do that is by simply working together, but working together without the ego. Because once people put the egos into this stuff, that's when shit explodes. And that's why big groups, big corporations, government just doesn't work anymore, because they just become power hungry and they want to be the one. Remember, teamwork is a team effort. It's a group effort. There's no I in team. And there's only one goal with a team, and that's to win. So you want to win, and you want to be able to open the door to a new chapter. So the first thing you want to do is, with Enchanted Fern Grotto, you want to take refuge. You want to take refuge and connect back with nature. Wherever you live, just look around. How is nature? How is nature when you just walk down the streets in your neighborhood? If you have parks, forests, beaches, just how do they look? How do they appeal to you? How does the energy speak to you? See what it's telling you. And with Willow Spirit, you just need to be flexible. You have to be flexible to see things through a open eye. And being like, okay, well, maybe the energy feels a little off here. Maybe there's a lot of anger towards this specific subject. Everyone has an opinion. Nobody is going to agree 100%, and that's okay. But when you have flexibility, you're able to accept someone's opinion, even if it's not anything close to what you believe. It's okay. I mean, I see it so much on social media, especially on TikTok. TikTok was created with a beautiful intention where people have the freedom to become content creators and to really be seen. But I really find TikTok, they don't manage it right. And I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine about it, because the government here in the United States is trying to ban it. And I have my reasons on why I think they're going. I really feel they are going to ban it. And it's not for the reason the government's saying. There's something else brewing, which I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's a lot of negativity. But I really think TikTok could save themselves if they monitored it better. Just the way Instagram monitors it. Not when it comes to fake accounts, but they monitor it with the bullying and stuff. Twitter does it. It's just being flexible and being like, hey, you know what, someone has an opinion, but as long as their opinion is not hurting anybody and they're not getting hate thrown at them to the point where these people fear for their lives, let's just be flexible and let people have their own opinions. Because that's what the First Amendment in the United States is. It's freedom of speech. And a lot of people throw that around and think freedom of speech means they can just appease the First Amendment by walking around with a camera and just filming every Tom, Dick, and Harry that walks down the street. No, it's not. Like, read the Constitution, and you'll see that the Constitution was signed like so many years ago. Maybe it needs to be revisited and align more with the times. And I think sometimes our government is not flexible with taking a law that maybe worked 200 years ago, but it's not working now. You know what I mean? There has to be an equal balance of give and take. And that's where the ego just has to be shed. We have to be flexible and just let the intuition guide us. And we have to get into the Aspen spirit to have courage, to be able to transform and to see things clearly. And the solar plexus chakra is really coming through with this card, because the solar plexus chakra is where we bury our feelings. We need to speak our feelings. We need to speak them into existence. I have learned to speak my feelings in a very positive way. I don't publicly speak on politics because there's no point. And it's just not part of who I am, and it's not part of my channels. I just don't see any good that comes out of it, because all it does is trigger somebody. I respect every single opinion, whether it vibes with me or not. I have friends who I have discussed in the past. I've gotten into arguments with. I've actually lost friendships over politics, but that's okay, because those friendships really weren't meant to come with me on this journey. But I have learned in the last 3 years that I do not swing my pendulum towards the left anymore. I don't swing it to the right. I swing it in the middle, which is my intuition. And I let my intuition be my guide because I listen to everything. I listen to everything. Everything that people talk about. Every belief, because there's not just Democrat and Republican. We have independents. We have different parties. We also have conspiracy theorists, people who have huge social media platforms on YouTube and all these other social media platforms. What's one I saw the other day? Rumble. There's all these people who have different beliefs. And I listen to everything. I don't listen to it all the time. I minimize my time. But when I hear something, I'm like, okay. Like, I listen to it. And if it doesn't vibe with me, I just go to the next thing and I just tune it out. Because I have the courage to be like, hey, this person is speaking their truth. And I applaud them for speaking their truth. And I'm just going to continue my path by staying true to myself. And that is how we bring in new beginnings. The Daffodil Fairy is telling you, when you're able to scroll past someone's video, someone's reel, someone's short, someone's TikTok, that does not vibe with your beliefs, and you can just scroll past it and not get triggered, not feel the need to make a comment, not feel the need to report it, to block this person, to keep this person from your feed, whatever it is, when you can just scroll past it and continue moving on, that is how Mother Earth can change and bring in that positive change. That's what Mother Earth is telling you through this message. There are a lot of things that have to change in our world, but the change starts with us. So whatever it is that you want to see change, you're entitled to believe that. You're entitled to look into how you can change. So many people use social media to put out messages and to get their messages out. Sometimes they're received positively, sometimes they're not. But if they're not being received positively, maybe they're getting a lot of negative vibes on it. Keep doing it. If that is your belief, if that is your truth, then it doesn't matter what other people think. This is your new beginning to just keep going. And when you keep going, you go with the grace of God, the grace of the universe, the grace of your soul. The wise woman of the grove is telling you to connect to your divine feminine energy, to be able to say, hey, this is me, this is what I believe, this is my root chakra, which is located at the base of your spine, and this is how I ground and center myself, connecting to nature through my solar plexus chakra, creating through my sacral, and sending straight roots into the ground to ground myself, to stabilize myself, and to align to my life purpose so I can make a difference. That's what Mother Earth wants us to do. Mother Earth wants us to align to our true selves, our true purpose, and to do it with good intentions. And just know that everything you put out into the universe comes back to you, whether it's good or bad. And Mother Earth is telling you, the more you put good out there, the more good goes out into the world, into the universe, into the co-creation of manifestation of the earth, and then it comes back to you. So now I'm going to pull cards to get a channeled message on what Mother Earth wants you to know about how you can channel this difference and become aligned to your true authentic self and not care what other people think, what other people might say, and to be unapologetically yourself. It is time to stretch. It is time to move. It is time to plant the seeds and watch them grow. You are a beautiful tree. You are a beautiful flower. And you are ready to bloom and blossom with great delight. There is a revolution happening right now, but do not fear. everything is going to come into balance, but it's a matter of you speaking your truth and speaking your beliefs and having this revision of your life to ask yourself how you can show up for yourself, and in turn how you can show up for me and be the true positive light soul that you are. Your absence is greatly missed. The world needs to hear your voice. The world needs to hear your song. It is time to get into the energy of repetition, to constantly be available, to constantly post, to constantly speak, and to align to your true perspective on how you see me, Mother Earth, the world, and how you can help me make this earth a better place. Everything comes in moderation, dear one. Hummingbirds bring the message to enjoy the sweetness of life in the present moment, knowing the motion, the movements that you take now are going to set the tone for how the future unfolds for you as well as everyone else. It is not too late to go through a renewal, but it's a matter of those who are meant to help Mother Earth rise within themselves first. It is time to release the patterns of the old, to release the patterns, behaviors, and beliefs that were bestowed upon you by other people, and to connect with what you truly believe is true to you. That is how you rise, my dear soul. And allow the fire in your sacral chakra to burn and to help you create a beautiful world that we all can live into, because it is not too late, and there is true potential in you and what you have to offer. Magnetism, be a magnet. Call it in. Bring it in. And simply listen. I do hope this channeled message from Mother Earth, along with the guidance and the past, present, and future reading, has brought you clarity and guidance. The intent of this video was to bring forth what needed to come through. Nothing in this video is meant to trigger anyone in a negative light. So if something did trigger you, before you comment, take a step back, gain your thoughts, and just know I don't repost comments that are negative. I remove them. I only keep positive vibes on this channel because that is my intention for those who come to my channel, who subscribe to my channel, to always have a beautiful message and a beautiful energy and a beautiful environment of love, light, and protection. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Please make sure to hit the bell notification so you are notified when new content is posted on this channel. If you would like to book with me, all of my information is in the description box below, along with all the ways you can connect with me outside of YouTube. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, or afternoon, and I will talk to you soon.